Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is, and you definitely know what it may be. Bloodstone, the street preacher, late night hyping after the SLAVE. Much love, everybody tapping in. Another episode of Get of Late Night Hyping after the Slave, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the speeds out, me coming from the slave late night. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with it, man. You got to go through it to get to it. Always remember, man. Late night hyping after the slave, man, with Bloodstone, the street preacher. Positive vibe from the late night, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Trey Boogie, showing me the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there doing their thing, grinding. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check us out every other Wednesday coming from the headquarters or from the speed eye. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right at 6 p.m. and the Wednesday night chop up at 7. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Life, real life topics from a G perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to forgive me, man, if I pause a little bit here and now and there, man. I've been working. It's been coming from work. May not happen at the slave. For those who didn't get a chance to catch my episode this morning of the Rise and Grind podcast, go ahead and check me out on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and all is well. You know what I'm saying? It's free. Almost to 700 subs, man. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for everybody who subscribed. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. The grind is hard, man, but no matter what, I gotta keep pushing, man. I gotta keep pushing, homie. I gotta keep pushing. So, I don't really have no subjects or topics this evening. I'm just gonna, go off the top of the head. But I'm always gonna have something to say, positive, man, or speak my opinion, speak my, give my opinion on different things on me going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody is seeing what's going on, man, down there in Mississippi with the young brother Nolan that lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to him and his family. Blessings to him and his family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get up here and get all radical or make it a racial tension, make it a racial situation. But it's awful funny, man, that even in 2026, I never thought we'd make it here. Well, me personally, we still got to deal with the messiness and all the drama, man. When I say we, I don't just mean people of color. We know a majority of it is towards people of color. But what about the ones, and I'm going to stress this, what about the ones that don't think that way? It's hard for them too. You know what I'm saying? Wrong is wrong, right is right. Either black or white, brown, orange, whatever. If you do wrong in life, you have to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? If you're a black man, you do something wrong, not something they put on you, But if you really did something wrong, you got to pay the consequences. You're a white man, you do something wrong, you got to pay the consequences. You're a Hispanic man, you do something wrong, really wrong, got to pay the consequences, homie. And what I mean by that is that nobody is exempt to the dark room. Karma is real. Karma is real. Take it from a person who knows. What you do in the dark always comes to light, especially if you're not doing right. That's the way the universe is set up. Because if there wasn't no consequences for doing wrong, everybody would just be out here doing wrong, no matter who it was or who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to point the finger at somebody else, but remember, when you point one, you got four more pointing back at yourself. So you got to take accountability. The incident that's going down right now in Mississippi, shout out to all my people out there in Mississippi that support me and who just stay out there. What is dark? What is done in the dark will come to light. And the truth, it'll be revealed. Put it in God's hands and be still. I'm not saying just don't do nothing. I mean, do what you got to do to find the truth. But eventually, it'll come to a head. Going on with the little young brother out there in Texas, Carmelo Anthony. Same situation. What is done in the dark will come to light when you're not living right or being right or doing the right thing. Those that are in so-called power that make decisions on people's livelihood, even as small as the manager at a job. If you take action upon or try to flex your seniority or whatever you got, like I said, so-called power, to make it harder for another person or other people, you will deal with the consequences. Might not be that next day, might be that not that next week, month, or year. But eventually it'll come back around. And when it comes, it's going to come at a time where the situation is going to be harder for you. You know why? Because you made it harder for somebody else for no reason. Now, if you play your part, do it by the book, and do the right thing from the heart and everything, It is what it is, homie. It can't be on you. But if you do it out of spite or just do it because you feel like you could do this and all that, that ain't right. Why would you make it harder for other people intentionally because you have a little power? Because to tell the truth, down here on earth, we don't run nothing, man. The Lord runs our life. I've said this before, man. The real leader of this world is not of this world, homie. Because to be a leader of a world, I feel, this is my own personal opinion, you can't be racist, biased, corrupt, a person that accepts corruption. You got to be fair. And the only one that's fair to me, is qualified for that, is the Lord. That's just my personal opinion. The real leader of this world is not of this world. If we got a president, we got kings and queens and whatever it may be. But in the truth, they don't run nothing either. You know what I'm saying? Because all it takes, man, is the Lord to snatch your breath, heart attack or whatever, and your reign is over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not spewing this or pointing this towards anybody. I'm just saying in general. That's my personal opinion, man. Everybody got their own opinion. This is mine. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all bad when you make it harder for people intentionally. No bueno. That's all bad, man. Live your own life, uplift, try to be as positive as you can. Friend of mine, you know, he's in he's incarcerated. He'll be there for the rest of his life. But I remember one time he told me, he was like, homie, even sometimes when you think it's all good, it's all bad. And when you think it's all bad, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So, live the best life you can live. Be positive, man. Try to uplift. Like I said, try to motivate. That's what I try to do. Even when I'm going through my life struggles, I always try to be a vessel of motivation, vessel of peace. Try to encourage people to do the right thing from the smallest to the tallest because it makes me feel good to be that type of person. So that's why I choose to do that. And I'm going to preach this and I'm going to say this. You can't get on your knees because we all have. We all have. You can't get on your knees or ask the Lord to help you out of a situation or better your situation if you're down talking or hating on another person's journey. Doesn't work that way, man. Because we both God's children, whether you like it or not. He loves you just as much as you love the next person, the person you got envy for, jealousy, and that you're hating on. Nobody can speak upon another man or woman's journey because you don't know, you're just part of it. But you don't know what that person had to do to get there, to get to where they met you at. Never judge a book by its cover. Never do that, homie. Remember, homie, gotta stay focused and do the right thing. Bloodstone Street Preacher, man. Late night hyping after the slave. Positive vibes in the late night. Every time I jump on here, man, it's either gonna be rapping, acting, podcasting, but it's all gonna be positive. No buffoonery, no telling set business, no talking about streetness or nothing like that. If anything, I make my opinion about different things, and you know, I might throw in there every now and then about how it was when I grew up. But as far as promoting negativity to our kids or the people in general, that ain't the route I'm going, homie. And I know it's gonna be slower for me because I choose not to do that way, do it that way. But I'd rather keep my integrity as a man, as a father, as a friend to a lot of people, and do it this way, man. So shout out to everybody who do their thing, man, who feel like they got to do all kinds of different things, get these clicks, get these checks and everything, whatever comes with YouTube being monetized. But it ain't worth me hurting my kids. You know what I'm saying? Making myself look stupid for life because this internet gonna be here right way after we gone, or making it harder for my children. Think about it, homie. That's why you should always think about different situations like that when you jump up on here, man. 50 years old, acting a fool. Got a whole family, kids and everything. And you want to get on here. I'm not saying everybody, man. But a lot of times what we see, you want to get on here and make a clown of yourself and just disrespect your whole legacy and everything for a couple of clicks, likes, and a YouTube check, homie. But when all that is gone, and if this YouTube situation is still on, I mean, now you're on here for life looking dumb. This is my personal opinion, homie. People check out my page. Like I said, much love to everybody who has subscribed. I'm almost to 700 subs. On my page, you're going to see music videos, uplifting content here and there, me going to the gym, trying to live better, me going to work, coming from work, praying, you know what I'm saying? Or praying and paying for my own way in this music game. Shout out to everybody out there that helps me, you know what I'm saying? And supports me. Like I said, it's hard out here on me, it's hard. But you must keep going. You love something and it burns deep in your soul, whatever it may be. It don't have to be music. And it burns you deep. You got to keep going, homie. You got to find a way to make it happen. You got to go through it to get to it. And a lot of doors going to close. And you'll wonder why. But remember, everything happens for a reason, and every opportunity and a good opportunity, homie. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it consists of selling your soul, compromising yourself as a man or woman, and your integrity. None of that is worth that, homie. Slow motion is better than no motion, homie. And remember, at the end, the turtle won the race. You know what I'm saying? So keep pushing. You must keep going. Believe that. Positive vibes in the late night. But yeah, man, came to the end. Like I said, I was just freestyling, but I know I got to make this content, man. I got to work. I got to keep pushing. So for those who have not subscribed, and for those who have, I appreciate it. Comment, interact, hit that notification bell, like, so I can get in the mix. You know what I'm saying? New music coming soon. Automatic, produced by the homie Young Smoke, the producer. Appreciate it. Video coming soon. Shot by my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, Young Brendan. You know what I'm saying? Up and coming musician. You know what I'm saying? Also does his video thing, man. So shout out to the homie Brendan for looking out for me. Yeah, man. It's going down, not now, but right now. Follow me on all digital platforms. Also run up the songs I got out there right now. Lifted, produced by the homie Diesel on the track. A lot of spins in Miami. I appreciate you, my brother. Say What I Say, also produced by the homie Young Smoke, and all my other music. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that a lot of people have been liking that music, that song Stuck. Stuck is available on all digital platforms, man, so make sure you check it out. Bloodstone the Street Preacher, Stuck. But like I said, man, we came to another episode, end of another episode of Late Night Hyping After the Slave. I appreciate everybody who's tapped in. For those who tapped in live, I appreciate it. And those who tapped in on the replay, I appreciate it also, man. But I'm going to let y'all do y'all thing this evening. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And for those of y'all that do not know, I am Bloodstone, the street preacher, the revolutionary, aka the Underhound. BF Records, self-made entertainment, independent rhyming, independent grinding, but always 619. And you know what time it is, and you definitely know what it may be. Bloodstone, the street preacher, late night hyping after the SLAVE. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good evening. Yes, sir.